Elizabeth Swann alongside Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. But for her Golden Globe-nominated role, Keira donned a corset, playing Lizzie, one of the famous 5 Bennett sisters in an adaptation of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. She stopped by Showbiz Tonight studios, and I sat down with her to talk about the challenging role. Typically, I'm not a fan of the period pieces. That's just me.
Really?
This is the kind of a movie, I went into it, I'm not ashamed to say, it feels like it just wraps your arms around you. And I understand this is a film that you, or a role certainly, that you originally resisted taking on?
Yeah, I was terrified.
Why is that?
Completely terrified. I thought I wasn't good enough. I'd never done a lead character before. I didn't think I was ready, and I thought to take on a character like Elizabeth Bennet that is so well loved, I was kind of setting myself up to be shot down, so I begged my agents not to put me up for it, and they told me not to be stupid, and I'm quite glad that they did.
Yeah, you made the right decision, but a character you were familiar with and a story you were familiar with from the time you were a child.
Yeah, no, I've been obsessed with it since I was about 7. I had it on book tape and used to listen all the time, and then the mini-series came out when I was about 10, and then I read the book, and I mean, she is my favourite character in English literature, so yeah, I was very lucky.
So life has kind of come around full circle for you.
It has, yes.
And as far as making the movie and actually being in those fairy tale situations, I mean, the visuals are stunning, the outfits, the balls. Was that a dream come true for you? But what about wearing those corsets?
Oh, well, the corsets weren't as bad, because they were awful in Pirates of the Caribbean, because I was stupid enough to kind of go, no, make it tighter, make it tighter. Whereas these ones were kind of, you know, they were all right. They were fine. I had a nice time in my corset this time.
And the stunning locations, though,
yeah.
Especially coming from the UK, I imagine that has to have been a treat.
Oh, no, it was amazing. I mean, I'm a London girl, so I'd never really done the whole countryside in the summer in England before, and it is magical in the extreme. So all the locations for Pride and Prejudice were actually done on location. They weren't set, so we didn't build anything. They're all actual houses, so it was really great.
Were you kind of sad to have to give it all up? Oh, this isn't really my life?
Yeah, I know. It was awful.
You've been at this acting gig, despite your very young age, for a long time. How old were you when you got your first agent?
I was 6 when I got my first agent, but I was 3 when I first asked for one.
Now, what is that about?
I don't know.
You said, Mom, Dad, I want an agent. You're 3 years old.
Yeah.
Most kids are asking for, you know, their body.
Yeah.
Body? Body? I don't think that's what I meant to say.
Maybe, something like
their
that.
Baba.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I don't know. I was a precocious brat, really. And,
no,
yeah, and my mum had one and my dad had one, and I thought it was unfair that I didn't have one.
Gotta have an agent.
Gotta have an agent, yeah.
All right. Well, it's led you to where you are now. Here in the United States, as you may have noticed when you go through the airports, our tabloids are a bit obsessed with celebrity. You know, they're on the covers there. But over there in the UK, it's nuts. It's out of control, it would seem, and some have said it is. Do you read any of that stuff yourself? No. Do you avoid it? You're of the mind, let me just not participate in that at all?
You know, I'd probably say 99% of it's completely false, and I don't mind fiction when you're being honest about fiction, but I mind it when you're being dishonest about it being fictitious.
Strangest thing you've ever heard about yourself or read about yourself?
Oh, I was recently meant to be going out with somebody that I've never even met. I had no idea who he was, and apparently we were going through this entire big relationship. I've never met him. Isn't that weird?
And maybe it's somebody you would have liked had you gotten to know them.
Well, maybe, but I don't know.
What you see is what you get. She is just lovely. This marks Keira Knightley's very first Golden Globe nomination. Keira, just 20 years old.
And vying for that Golden Globe Awards against Keira, the nominee